everyone, it's Mrs. Benson from Deanholm Primary, and I'm here to tell you about the writing for week 5. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be writing a narrative using direct and indirect speech. You're going to imagine that you are a grandparent and it's 60 years time, and you're going to be retelling what it was like to live through COVID-19 to one of your grandchildren. In the story, there's not going to be much action, but there is going to be an element of emotion and dialogue, and really recounting what it was like to live through it, because you are living through it. So we really want to get your perspective on it and get your views and feelings, and think about what's happening to you now, all the kind of crazy things that are happening, how different it is, perhaps, the positivity as well that's coming from it. So across the week you're going to be practicing indirect and direct speech to make sure you're getting your punctuation right. You're going to practice using dialogue between two characters, making it realistic. You're also then going to think of a story plan with a beginning, middle and end. Like I said, there's not going to be much action in this story, but you still need to think about your characters, the setting, and what kind of experiences you're going to include in the story. So I've got an example for you, which is going to include all of those things, just to kind of help you with the tone of what it's going to be like. I stroked the corner of the frayed drawing, its edges crinkled to touch, its colours faded, but the feelings were still etched in my mind, a time from my childhood I would never forget, lockdown. My thoughts bounced away as Freya, my youngest granddaughter, jumped onto my lap. "Grandad, what are you doing? Come play, please," she pleaded. She pulled the drawing closer and inspected it. I explained that I'd kept it all this time to remind myself to always be positive. "But it looks so old and tatty, just like you, Grandad," she laughed. As I chuckled at her cheekiness, I began to remember that time. Freya shifted herself to get more comfortable, and I could tell she wanted to know more. "Well, where do I begin?" I pondered. "Start at the beginning, Grandad. Why did you have to be positive?" she stumbled. Once I started, I couldn't stop. I told her that when the school closed, it seemed okay. I thought it would be a holiday. I sensed there was something bigger going on, but we were children, and unsure of it all, really. My first few days at home were funny. My mum was not a good teacher. She kept getting my maths wrong, couldn't remember how to do long division. So we really want to get a kind of personal view. It's with the pronoun I, and it's references to what's happening now, but in a futuristic way. I also want you to think about your Year 5 writing checklist, all the wonderful things you've been doing all year, to make sure you're including those in your story writing. And we would really love to hear the stories that you write, so send them to the Year 5 email address. I think it's really important for you to take the time to look over your work, proofread it, and also have a good plan of what you're going to do. Anyway, hopefully I'll be reading some really, really interesting and emotive stories, and I look forward to that. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you.